All right, let's talk about a classic design headache, one that I'm sure we've all run into. How do you take something that looks amazing on your screen and make sure it looks just as good in the real world, on actual paper? Let's dive in. You know the feeling, right? You've spent hours, maybe even days, getting a design just right. It's sharp, it's crisp, it's perfect on your monitor. Then you hit print, and it's a disaster. It's blurry, or it's way too big or tiny. It's super frustrating, but believe it or not, the fix is actually pretty simple.
So this whole mess, we can call it the pixel sizing problem. And really, it all boils down to a fundamental miscommunication, a kind of language barrier between the digital world of your computer and the physical world of print. Let's break down why that happens.
Here's the core of it. On one hand, you've got pixels. Think of them as tiny, abstract little dots of light that make up an image on your screen. But on the other hand, you have inches, a real physical measurement you can see and touch. These two things just don't speak the same language.
So the big question is, how do we get them to talk to each other? How do you build a bridge between the digital and the physical? How do you tell a printer what to do with the big old pile of digital dots?
Well, the answer, the secret sauce, is just 3 little letters: DPI. This is the key. It's the missing link, the magic translator that connects the world of pixels to the world of inches.
DPI stands for dots per inch, and all you really need to remember is pixel density. It's literally the instruction manual you give to the printer. It says, hey, for every 1 inch of real paper, I want you to cram this many pixels into it. Without that instruction, the whole translation falls apart.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because depending on that DPI number, the exact same amount of pixels can create prints that are wildly different in size. It's kind of wild. Let's look at a real example.
Okay, check this out. Let's say we have an image that's 1920 pixels wide. On the left, we're going to use a setting of 96 DPI, which is pretty standard for screens and websites. On the right, we'll use 300 DPI, which is the gold standard for professional printing. It's the same number of pixels, just with a different instruction. So what happens?
At 96 DPI, that 1920 pixel image prints out to be a whopping 20 inches wide. That's huge. And it makes sense for a big monitor, right? Because the pixels are more spread out.
But now, look at this. At 300 DPI, that same image is only 6.4 inches wide. Why the huge difference? Because we're packing all those pixels in much, much tighter to get that super sharp, high-quality look that you need for print. And that right there is the power of DPI.
Okay, so that's the concept, but who wants to be doing math all day, right? Luckily, there's a much easier way to handle all of this, with absolutely no manual calculations needed.
Let me introduce you to the Pixel 2 Inches Converter. Seriously, this tool is a lifesaver. It's totally free to use, there are no annoying signups, you can use it 1,000,000 times if you want, and you get your answer instantly.
And using it could not be easier. First, you just pick if you're going from pixels to inches or the other way around. Then you pop in your number, adjust the DPI for what you need, and bam! The result just appears right there. You don't even have to click a button.
So let's talk about how to use this in the real world. Honestly, the single biggest mistake people make is just using the wrong DPI for the job. So let's clear that up with a super simple rule of thumb.
It's this simple. If what you're designing is going to live on a screen, a website, a social media graphic, anything digital, use 96 DPI. But if it's going to be physically printed, a business card, a poster, a banner, you absolutely have to use 300 DPI. That's the magic number for a crisp, professional result.
You can find this awesome little tool for yourself at atoolkitcenter.com/pixel-to-inches-converter. And of course, don't worry about typing all that out. We've put a direct link for you right in the description below.
Once you really get this simple concept and you have the right tool in your back pocket, it's a total game changer. It's all about empowering you to design with total confidence, knowing your work is going to look fantastic no matter where it shows up.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't really about doing math. It's about saving you time. It's about removing that guesswork and confusion. It's about getting accurate results every single time so you can stop worrying about the technical stuff and focus on what you love, actually being creative. So if you take away just one thing from this whole explainer, let it be this. Pixels by themselves don't actually tell you the size of anything. They're just a number. It's the DPI that gives them context and really completes the calculation.
So, what do you think? Are you ready to finally ditch the guesswork and start creating with the confidence that your designs are going to look perfect every single time?
Go ahead and give that free pixel to inches converter a try for yourself. Again, the link is right down below. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful, giving it a like would be amazing. Be sure to subscribe for more tools and guides to make your creative life easier. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.